Hello, welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And this is the bar class. More specifically, it's time to press that kettlebell and plie with those legs, practicing full body strength and mobility with the benefits of body weight and kettlebell training. Lauren will start with the foot warm up. We'll take it over from there. Let's boot, scoot, boogie, and get
Those
going.
hips are gonna get fired up.
Fired up.
Going to get fired up. So let's start with that exploration with our feet. Light grip on a bar, chair, or a countertop at your side. Let's gently bend to that demi point or a lunge toe. Then we'll push into the floor to grow up, and we'll switch, coming down on a nice straight leg with an extended hip. Let's repeat that for 2 more. Soft landing, hip remains extended. Last one. This time we'll go up, we'll find a light balance, hold, try to move your arms, move your head, close your eyes, and then come back to center. We'll place one heel down, keeping the other knee bent to that demi-point position. We'll use our toes to point, gently flex or roll over the toes, then go back to tiptoe point, demi, up, switch, same thing other side. Use your toes to point, gently flex over, that standing leg is still extended, up, and switch one more time each side. Allow that ankle to wing out, then pull it back underneath you, roll over the toe. Last one, point, roll over, wing out, pull back in, go back over. Let's find one more balance up here and just hold, light balance, then slow on the down. I'll take you through one more hip warm up before we get a little more strict with those hips. Let's take that single leg to the front. Knee stays bent, either the ankle, the knee, somewhere in between. Now bring the knee across the body. Then let it open up to the number 4. From the number 4, we'll rotate the leg in, sweep across the body, and open back up. Let's do that nice and slow for 3 more reps. As we do that, we're trying to stay tall on the standing leg again. Our moving leg is the only thing that's moving here. Our core is staying nice and stable. And now let's add a little bit more fluidity to that movement. For 3, but still stability. 2, 1, end to the center. Foot finds the floor. Control the down, stand on 2 feet, squeeze your butt cheeks, brace your core, and then gently relax. We'll shake that out. We'll switch sides. You just have to turn around or figure out how to switch sides and repeat. Knee comes to the front. Bowl of punch, hips stay level. Open to the side. Lifting the ankle, rolling the femur in. Sweep across the body. Open back up. Right now, I've just given you $1 million bill and it's behind your knee. You drop it, I get it. Slow, keep the knee bent. Now, add that little bit of speed. Still stay stable through the core, through the upper body. Right now, the only joint that's moving is that ball and socket hip. For 3, 2, 1. Then slide the leg down, toe ball heel squeeze.
We'll come back to forward folds and other core preps in a second, but first, we're pressing those kettlebells, so let's get in touch with those shoulders. Start with your feet in that first position, do a little worm, but start with those hands in the preparation position. Low effort, shrug up the shoulders, and then pull the shoulders low. And just reach those arms towards that first position, like hugging a beach ball. Gently elevate the shoulders again, and then pull down. And then open up to that side second position. This time, round the shoulders forward, and then lightly squeeze them together, and then bring them towards that third position overhead. Low effort yet again, elevate or shrug, and then pull down and just return the hands down to the front. How do your shoulders feel with the bodyweight warm-up? Making sure your mobility is a-okay before we press the kettlebell, but let's go a little bit more aggressive on a pathway unique to that kettlebell. And the chin up, so maybe not so unique. Gently, Lauren's already there, we're in that biceps curl or rack position. Either with fists or knife edge fingers. One more time, shrug your shoulders, but that's it for today because we're pulling them down. Then as the arms go up, those armpits or lats are going down to the hips, and then we might turn the hands to face forward at the top. Keep those shoulders down, pull them down even more, and then educate that pathway, like pulling down clouds. I forget what we usually say there.
Pull down the sky.
Relax. Pull down the sky. Pull the shoulders low. keep the clavicles open, or those upper traps, quiet as the hands go overhead one more time. Pull down yet again and educate that groove back to rack. Again, if those movements did not feel coordinated, easy, strong, avoid pressing kettlebells overhead and just work on those mobility drills first. Back to Lauren.
All right, let's warm up that rack position. Actually, let's warm up the core first, and then we'll warm up the rack position. These are also moves you could do if your shoulders were saying a no, no, no. So, standing over top of your bell, we'll hold starting in our goblet, which is like our standing plank. Hip hinge, grip bell, watch your neighbor, pull
watch your
to
neighbor.
goblet.
There we go.
In this goblet position, ribs to hips, rip the bell apart, engaging your lats. Breathe. Think about the strong foundation you need to press the bell out of here for 5, 4, 3, peekaboo, 2, hinge, put bell down, up without. Next, we'll take that bell into the rack position and hold it there. Hip hinge, grip bell 1, 2, zip, and punch through. In our rack position, this is where we'll press from next time. Right now, we want to check in that our wrist is straight and strong over top of our elbow. The bell is mainly resting on our form. It might be a little grazing our bicep because we're so jacked. Ribs to hips, butt cheeks squeezed. Hold for 3, 2, and then park the bell with control. As mentioned before, this could be a great exercise to do instead of pressing today. You hold the bell while we press. Hip hinge, grip, other side, rack. Just like the goblet squat, root your feet, pull up your kneecaps, squeeze your butt cheeks, vertical forearm, abs braced. Think about pressing that bell for 5, 4, 2, and then park.
Sometimes you call that the dragon breath, but that's not like the bear breath today.
No, it's a growl.
Even more threatening. Let's get to the floor, because one of those unique pressing positions today could include the split. We use our forward fold to get there and just kind of warm up that splits position.
I could just drop into them. No, just kidding.
Yours truly cannot drop into them, but making sure that it is a comfortable challenge once we get there. Lauren often cues is the chin tuck first, shoulder blades retract, and then the flexion or the rounding of the rib cage to the hips. Then gently go, I'll bend my knees here. Lauren's gonna keep hers nice and straight. Aim to keep them straight, but make those accommodations with the knee bend if you need. Then anyhow that's available for you, get down to the floor and sit on your butt. Nice and tall. Hands out front, check in with the shape. And if we look at Lauren for a second, is that a good shape? I sure think so. And then just show us the other shape we really want to try to avoid. And if we can't correct from this somewhat slumped shape, again, I wouldn't recommend that we press the kettlebell. So emphasize that we have that cow-like tip in the hip, that anterior tip, and we're sitting up nice and proud. We can have our karate foot or that ballet foot, but I prefer the karate foot when it comes time to those presses. But from this position, let's just walk your hands forward if that's allowed. It's just about dinner time here, but maybe pancakes are on the menu, getting that chest towards the floor.
He loves that shoulder.
But maintaining the length or that extension of the spine. Come back up to sit tall. Bring those legs in a little bit, maybe just wiggle them out. And let's repeat that just one more time as we open up towards your tall, strong splits position. Heavy feet, Lauren has gorgeous pointed toes. I have my karate dorsiflexed ankle. And with that counterbalance out front like Lauren's doing, or just a little bit of a side to side slide, make sure that this position feels okay. And once it does, let's just flip up Lauren and get going.
We'll start with a set of presses here. So come on to standing. Push-ups, squats, however you get there. Get to your bell.
Nice.
Today's rep scheme, I'm making it up right now. 3s, 4s, 5s, 4s, 3s.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, 5 sets. Don't be surprised.
All right.
Be excited. Okay, standing over top of your bell. If your bell weight doesn't coincide with that rep scheme, pick a rep scheme that works for you. First arm, 3 reps. Hip hinge, grip, rack, and up. 1. Pull bell down. Squeeze glutes, brace core. 2, and up. 3. Bell comes down. 2 hands, place it, and shake it. Same thing, other side. Hinge, grip, rack it. and press. Pull the sky down, engage that lat, and press. On the presses, we have butts and abs to help us. Pull bell down, 2 hands, park.
Right on. We'll come back to those presses in a second, and or just those kettlebell carries. Hold it low, hold it rack, build that time under tension with the bell to feel nice and safe and strong. This is our bar class, so for that, we like to plie. So pivot on those heels that were in our first position. We could start preparing that arm, first position, and then to that side second. We'll integrate our plie and tendu. So first, our plie, then our tendu out front, full stretch, close the first, tendu front, close. Repeating to the side. A plie, a tendu, a full stretch, and close. The knees are obviously straight. Thanks for asking, Lauren. And then knees over toes in the plie. A full stretch back, stretch the leg, close first, tendu first, and then again to the side one more time, encore, hand stretch. We'll close, we'll tendu, we'll close with the arm coordinating to that first position. Find that coup de pied balance ankle down low, and with or without that assistance on the bar, hold for time. Open the arm second, finish with one more plie, and a nice tall stretch. And then shake. And you can turn around, flip your chair to the other side, use that balance aid. We're using it, the pros use it, use it. So the feet are in first, and we prepare that arm. It's a plie, a tendu, a stretch, a close, a tendu, a close. Plie to the side, full stretch, those knees are straight. Point and close. To the back and stretch. And close, point, close, and again to the side. Full stretch, close, tendu, close that arm to first, find that knee side, point those toes down, cramp that standing leg, hold for a quick second, and then arm side, return to that first position, plie, stretch, and a shake. Lauren said 3, 4, 5s, and that could be very cool. But we're also maybe taking away bases of support and going down in a lunge.
I'm sorry.
So I was really excited for her number 3, and I think we should stay with that number 3.
Yeah.
But that's not to say we can't.
No, that's a great idea.
Sorry for that interjection there.
It's been a long day. Totally forgot.
It has.
So let's
make
threes,
a little bit more room
threes.
here.
Threes. 5 sets of threes.
Yes.
So we're taking down a level, which means we're taking out that base. So we're going to visit our kneeling lunge position. For today, let's come down with the bell on the inside or near that bottom leg, and we'll take the bell into the same arm as the bottom leg, and we'll press out of that side. Great. Okay? It is, you could do either. There's rules. There's some no rules. But today, this is what we're doing. Hip hinge, grip, pull to the rack position. Now from here, you're still trying to hit that same number 3. You'll notice you might be a little more weeble wobbly. So tighten up that core and root your connections to the floor. Pull the bell down, and park.
Nice.
Take a second off, switch your legs, get yourself prepared for that other side. When you pick that bell up, still try to use that hinge. So hips go back, pull to the rack position, off arm has tension, inhale on the down, up on the up, inhale on the down, up on the up, pull down, 2 hands, place down.
And then we're back up. Progressing from that plie with the tendu into a little bit of a weight transfer. So back on the bar with the feet in the first position. Prepare that arm through first to second. Let's plie, reach to the front, transfer weight to that front with that tendu point in the back, then close, tendu back, land with the heel, push to the front, and close back to first. Repeating to the side. Make sure that kettlebell's out of the way as you go plie, tendu. I'll push to the bar to move away from the bar. We'll close the heel together, and then tendu away, and then I'm pushing to Lauren to move away, and I'm also closing back to first. Again, to the back with a stretch. Push your energy front, Close with those hips coming forward. That inside leg tendu's back. Land, point out the back and close. En croix, one more, plie. Point. Press to the bar to move away and close together. And then point. Push one way, go the other, close. This time, arm goes back to that first position in a low coup de pied position, balance, flat foot, or exhibit Lauren is finding those demi-point or lunge-styled toes. Open the arm side, re-grab the bar if you need. Arms down in the plie, and our full stretch. Love a good weight transfer. Thanks for sharing that with us.
It's so hard to keep that knee to the side.
So hard.
Open those hips. Everything we do is in this direction.
Explore this direction out here. So with that arm, prepare, front, and then return side. It's a plie, tendu stretch, tendu back, close front, tendu back, push front, and close first again. Plie, to the side, push to the bar to move away and close together. Tendu, pushing to Lauren to move away. And plie in the middle. Tendu out the back. Weight transfer, hips forward, leg back to first, and then tendu front, land with the heel, and pull. One last time to the side. Tendu, weight transfer, straight legs close. Side, one more weight transfer, back. And then arm to that first position, check. The knee is to the side, the toes are pointing down, maintaining that turnout on the standing leg. And if that all goes well, challenge yourself in that demi-point rise and hold. And return the arm side, return to that first position, plie, proud in the middle with our shake. Making those presses a little bit harder every time. This time we'll be taking away
Don't worry, I remember.
the lunge.
We'll be going to the kneeling, the tall kneel. So let's get to that tall kneel position by having our feet in parallel. Gently bending our knees towards over our toes. Then peeling the heels up off the floor, landing softly on the floor with or without your hands, extending those hips through. Organize yourself with your bell in front. This is our tall kneel. You can have your toes tucked behind you or pointed, whatever is most comfortable and most stable for you. Take the bell to that rack position, press it 3 times, keeping the hips extended the whole time, none of this butt behind us, except for right now. Hinge, grip, rack, hips stay extended, press. Inhale down, squeeze your cheeks, up, up, and then pull bell down and park it with control. Oh, same thing, other side. Hinge, grip, rack, and up, 1, inhale down, up, 2, and up, 3. Nice. Park with control. Now to stand up. Back to that tall kneel, toes tucked behind you, with your hands rock back. Let's stay on our points. Press to tall, hold, and then keeping the knees straight, heels will descend.
Shake and wiggle to mix it up. We're back to the bar. A fast drill and then a slow drill. I think Lauren knows exactly what's coming up right here. It's dégagé. So tendu stays on the floor, dégagé will come off. We'll go 8 to one side, 8 to the other, and then 4 to one side, 4 to the other, and then 2 and 2. Then we'll climb right back up, 2s, 4s, and 8s. Ready to go, Lauren? On the and. I hope I can get that right with you all. So the feet will start in first, hands on the bar or in second, excuse me.
Nothing moves but your leg.
Nothing moves except that leg with those straight knees.
Timbits
So
in.
3, 2, out on the and.
Is that the
and
real
1.
count?
Okay. 3, 2, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, just off the floor. Now 4, 3, 2 and 1, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now 2 of them, and 2 of them. We'll pause. We'll do 2s again, 4s and 8s. 3, 2, 1, and 2, and 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, 3, 2, 1. Now 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4. 3, 2, 1. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4. 3, 2, and close. That's that fast drill. Lauren's least favorite. But that's why we should do it.
Because I
do
suck
those
at
things
it.
that we aren't as proficient at.
Sorry.
No one sucks at anything.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, sometimes some of our
Needs
skills
improvement.
Yeah.
It's not even satisfactory.
Don't be so self-deprecating there. But that's that fast drill. And let's just
Can't be good
stay
at
tuned to
everything.
Lauren for a nice slow one here with the rond de jambe.
All right, this will be good to help us before we get down there and do our split
got it,
presses.
exactly.
So hand on the bar. Personally, I like to do this in my first position. You could do this from parallel. We'll note we will take our arm out to the side. As we come in, plie, leg front tendu, arm front, both stretch to the side, keeping your arm here or on your hip. Keeping those hips level, continue reaching the leg around the back. As it comes underneath you, heel leads first, toes back, point. Same thing again, nice straight leg. You're thinking of your leg as a key and your hips or your pelvis as the lock. The key is moving, the lock is not. Controlled all the way to the back. This time we'll plie through underneath you. Point, stay on the plie as you reach out the back, test your balance. Now, stretch that bent leg, lift the back leg lightly if you'd like and hold. Maybe even try to find a balance there for 3, 2, tap down, reach along out the back, send your leg to the side, to the front, inseam forward, toes lead back through first. Reach out of the keyhole, around. Toes lead back. One more time on straight leg. You can feel that stability with your core. Now knee bend, reach around to the front. We're going to stretch and lift that front leg and hold. Keep it lifted as your bottom leg straight. Could you let go? For 3. Extra points because you send the leg to the side. Then bend the knee. Hold. Hold here, nice flat foot. For 3, 2, and then plie if you like. And land.
Nice.
That was bonus.
Very well cued. Miss time that plie, but again, there's always something to work about.
I did?
No, I did.
Oh.
I did. Very well cued.
Please.
I just missed the timing on
I
that.
didn't miss that.
Nope.
Replay. Okay. Same
Throw
thing.
the flag.
Same thing. Second side. Just have to remember. From here, we'll plie. Front. Everything stretches. Either stay or hand on hip. Reach to the back. I do like my hand on the hip for this drill only because it tells me where that hip is facing and that I am staying nice and level, as well as slightly tucked under as to not arch my back, especially right here. Now, as you come through center, your knees will bend, point. Stay on that plie, reach to the side, test that you're not over gripping that bar, and then stretch, stretch, lift, hold, straighten your back knee. It can probably go straighter for 3, me too, 2, tap down. Reach long out the back like a compass as you draw around to the front. Toes lead back through first. Reach, reach out of the socket. Straight leg underneath you. At no point in time should this knee have to bend, except for right now. Reach all the way to the front. Lock in a key. Key in a lock. Stretch, lift, hold. Still keep pulling your leg in. Even though you're finding length, keep it in. Send it to the side. Test your balance. Bend it. Hold it. Knees still to the side. Shoulders and hips are square forward. Hips are level. And then land, plie, and stretch. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
So Lauren said we were preparing our legs and maybe they're quite tired, but hopefully those open hips will facilitate good strong foundations for the Z press or the press from the splits.
So come down to the floor. Let's get down via that ankle squat again because it was just so awesome. I think knees over toes, heels peel off. Soft landing, extend, and now break some rules and just come on down to find your sitting position. If you find this too uncomfortable, maybe you just spend the time sitting in your splits, holding in that rack position. You could prop your hips up on some blocks to give you a little advantage, or you can just continue working on sitting up tall. Here we go. 3 presses. We'll take 2 hands. We'll bring the belt to that rack. Up, press, pull down. Up, press, pull down. Press, pull down. Nice. Take a second off. That wasn't easy, was it? As we are sitting here, we are trying to keep, you might have to untuck your butt a little bit, I understand, and keep those cheeks on the floor, slight anterior tip of the hips. Tensions up, into the rack, abs, second side, 1, 2, off arm, 3, whew. Those legs do help you on those presses. You notice it when they're not there.
Awesome.
Let's bring those legs back underneath us. If we could, you know what? Balls in your court, stand up with no hands. However you'd like.
And we're here. And we'll shake. We have a couple more pressing sets, but also means a couple more exercises here at the bar.
We have one more pressing set.
Great. So we'll have 2 more quick
record.
exercises at the bar. 1 for the hips and then 1 for that upper back before we finish. So here we are back in that first position. And let's explore that fondue movement of knees bending together and straightening together.
Okay.
Prepare the arm to the front and then to that side second. Pull up to the coup de pied as you balance on a single leg plie, and then stretch out front together. Then return the knees bending together and straightening together out to the side. Then to the back ankle coup de pied, find that arabesque level stretch, and then one more time to the side until we take that leg from the side and just bring it up into your 5th position. Now as you come back down, come back to the plie, and then releve or find your balance. Then return to the 5th. Coup de pied as the knees bend, and then releve out to the side. 5th, behind. Then ankle coup de pied, find your balance as you stretch the leg out to the back, and then back, and then one last time to the side. Now could we stay there and find that passe hold Lauren showed just a second ago on that demi point? Get your focus, maintain your breath, and then arm side, finish plie, and stretch. I feel maybe that one out the back was done just a little bit differently. So that second time through, we'll aim to come back to that 5th position on those demi point rises throughout. So but here we are on this side, we'll go flat feet for the first round. So we prepare the arm, out to the side second. Ankles, coup de pied, but the knees bend and straighten together. And then knees bend together and straighten out to the side. Find the back ankle coup de pied, full leg stretch with both knees, and one more time to the side, much the same. Then bring that into the 5th, and then ankle coup de pied as you plie, and then stretch releve, find 5th. Then the knee to the side, stretch releve, maybe test your balance there, and then find 5th behind, and then ankle behind, full stretch, also find that 5th position, and then one last time to the side. Stay on that demi if that's for you. Maintain your balance. Bring those arms that nice, strong piqué or pirouette turn shape, and then arm side. Finish with our plie and our stretch. There we go.
Arms are tired.
Arms and calves. Okay.
All right, we have one more set of presses. I want you to choose the position. Standing, lunge, tall kneel, splits. You pick your favorite or your least favorite, and let's try to aim for the number free.
I did that splits the last time, and that is something I would continue to work on. So that's where I'll be. What about yourself?
I'm going to do the tall kneel.
Excellent.
Okay, so assume your position. Take your time getting there. Set yourself up accordingly. And we'll do together up to 3 presses on each side. This is our last set of presses tonight. Mentally prepare. Inhale to pull. And 1, pull down. 2, high tension everywhere in the body. 3, pull bell down. Park. Shake that out.
Yeah.
Very good. One more round.
Sounds good.
Second side. Inhale to pull. And 1, pull down. 2, down. 3, down. And park. Ooh, we'll take our time coming to standing. Good
No
job.
hands if you're
kettlebell.
all the way on the floor, maybe. And then we'll stand. So we like those added variations for the kettlebell press because maybe you only have one kettlebell at home, and it's a way to maximize your investment in that bell, challenging your strength, because we can't always get heavier. So sometimes grab the lighter bell, make it feel like it's a little bit harder work. So that's what this practice right here with those bells help to achieve. That's about it for me. How about one little last rib roll or upper back stretch? And then that's it for the day.
Okay. Let's do one tricky one, and then let's do one nice one. So the tricky one is going to go like this. We're going to do a light hip hinge, and we'll place our hands on our knees, thighs, wherever they reach. I want you first to extend, because that's a little easier. So let's say from the belly button down doesn't move. From the belly button up, we're going to extend or press our heart chest to the front of the room. Now, keep your shoulder blades together and try to round through that upper back. Breathe. Limit how much movement comes from your head, neck, and try to make your rib cage curl. Then lightly extend, pressing your heart chest forward. So let's check in with a couple things. Did our hips, pelvis move? No. Good answer. Did our head, neck direct this movement? No. Good answer. Rib cage, one more time. Tries to flex around forward. This is not easy, so don't worry if it's really challenging for you to try to flex through that upper back. Then light extension of chest forward, and then gently press to tall. That might have been a little hard to see on the camera, but thinking about flexing and rounding through the rib cage.
Keeping those blades together, because there's stability places for the press and the overhead ballet movements.
So we did a little extension, flexion. Let's finish with a rotation.
Oh, lovely.
Feet slightly wider than your hips. Arms across your chest, or just, what'd you call this earlier today?
Flap jacket.
Flap jacket arms.
Yeah, a little bit intimidating there.
Blades together. Next, hips stay forward. Head rotates to one direction. Upper body will follow in that rotation. Your hips are still forward. Breathe. On the exhale, try to find a little bit more rotation. Doesn't have to be a lot. Head comes back to center. Body upper turns back to center. Other side. Head rotates. Rib cage rotates. Head back to center. Body returns back to center. Oh, I didn't do that extra, sorry. One more time each way. Head, upper body, hips forward. Inhale, exhale, try to find a little extra rotation. And then head back to center, body back to center. One last time, other direction. Head, upper body. Exhale, try to rotate a little further. Then head back to center. And then upper body back to center. Shake that out.
Excellent.
Take a moment.
So in this live practice on Thursdays, we press sometimes, we'll always plie, and it's that full body effort for mobility and strength. On Saturday, coming up very soon, we will play with our strength. And what do we do at the weekend workout, Lauren?
Well, we crawl. And we do single leg squats.
Yep.
And we eventually work towards our handstand. But don't let that handstand part intimidate you, because there's lots of progressions along the way.
Yes.
So until then, you should check out our website, check out our Patreon, like and subscribe, as well as take care.
Stay strong.
And we'll train soon.
Have a great day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.